This is the warning.
Today, Monday, the first one after the convention, America's greatest pig, Trump, will visit America's most hallowed ground, Arlington National Cemetery, to desecrate the last full measure of devotion given by those buried there for rank, partisan, political purposes. Trump will start his day on America's most sacred ground, doing photo ops at the grave sites of the American soldiers killed during the chaotic withdrawal from Afghanistan. Next, he will give a partisan speech trying to blame Vice President Harris for what occurred on President Biden's watch. It is contemptible. See what you see today from Arlington National Cemetery. And if it doesn't make you sick, you don't understand, that's wrong. There is something important that should be said regarding his use of Arlington National Cemetery as a political prop today. He vulgarized wreath laying at the tombs of our soldiers who gave the last full measure of devotion to score cheap shots at President Biden and the vice president over the disastrous and bungled Afghan withdrawal. As predicted, Donald Trump went to America's most hallowed grounds and desecrated it.
We're learning new details about an incident that turned physical at Arlington National Cemetery during Donald Trump's visit there on Monday.
NPR was the first to report that two Trump campaign staffers had a confrontation with a cemetery official who tried to prevent them from filming.
They don't allow political campaigning there, so they obviously had some agreement, and then there was some obvious disagreement over what unfolded.
This is the epicenter in our country of our most special space. Look at these thugs. And exactly what I said would happen happened. Our sacred space as a nation was desecrated by Trump and MAGA and these vile people. When a brave and loyal American tried to follow federal law and stop the obscenity that were taking place, the partisanship, the filming of campaign commercials in this sacred space, he was attacked and he was called mentally ill.
For a despicable individual to physically prevent President Trump's team from accompanying him to this solemn event is a disgrace and does not deserve to represent the hallowed grounds of Arlington National Cemetery.
And for whatever reason, an unnamed individual clearly suffering from a mental health episode decided to physically block members of Trump's team during a very solemn ceremony.
This is a common tactic by all fascist enterprise, the labeling of their opponents as sick, mentally ill, deranged. He wasn't deranged. He was called to duty. This man is an American hero, and every American should immediately demand that Trump's little Eichmann's promise be fulfilled.
Trump campaign spokesman Stephen Chung denied portions of the report, saying that no physical altercation occurred, adding that the campaign would be willing to release footage.
Release the video, by all means. Why hasn't it been released? It hasn't been released because what it will show is what I predicted. The desecration of our most sacred space by the most vile political movement since the Klan, since the Boons. But then again, it's really not since it's all the same thing, just dressed up. The most important story in America right now is the desecration of the grave sites that Donald Trump pissed on. The men and the women who gave the last full measure of devotion to the Union. He's a pig. But pig isn't a word that properly describes what Donald Trump is. The most disgraceful, disgusting political leader in American history. Shame on him.
I'm Steve Schmidt. This is The Warning, and I invite you to subscribe on our Substack, on our YouTube channel. Follow us. Welcome to the community.